Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our SwiftUI tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we are going to be taking a look at the divider view in SwiftUI. Now, what is divider? Well, divider is a kind of view in SwiftUI that allows us to separate different views from one another. These are particularly useful in list sections. In lists to separate sections from one another visually, more so than they already are. And then they're also especially useful in menus when you need to separate sections of actions in a menu. So let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be a relatively short video because divider is a really simple view to work with. But in Xcode, when we run our app, this is what we have here. I have a list of locations that have three different categories. There's monuments, national parks, and cities. Now, the cities has 50 different items assigned with that category because they are all different state capitals in the United States. And then we have 4 monuments and 4 national parks. I want to split these into 3 different sections and have a divider between each of these sections. So how do we do that? Well, we need to change up the code just slightly. Right now we're using the list initializer where we pass the list itself the collection, and then we are having our closure, our content closure for our list, create the cell. And that's fine. We can copy that cell code and we'll reuse it. So what we'll do, I just want to make sure that I'm okay. Stack. Okay, we'll cut that out. And then instead of passing our list, our locations, we'll get rid of that closure parameter here. Inside of here, we'll have a section, and we'll call this state capitals. Okay, Xcode, can you section state capitals? There we go. Now we will say for each locations location in, like that, and then if location dot category is equal to dot city, then we will have our cell. It is just as simple when we want to, okay, that's our list, that's our section. We can copy this section here. All right, we can copy that, paste, and then paste again. And there we go. Now, let's go back up here to the if statement. Instead of city, we'll say national park. We'll say national parks. All right. Equals, and instead of city, we'll have monument, like that. And then instead of state capitals, monuments, like that. All right. And there we go. Now, when we save our code, we have a successful build. And now all of our data is separated into sections. I do grant you that this isn't the most efficient way to create the different sections, but it's a quick and dirty solution. All right. So when we go all the way to the end of this list here, we get national parks. There's all of our national parks, and there's all of our monuments. All right. So how then do we put a visual separator between these sections? Well, that's where the divider view comes in. So in between these sections, we will simply put divider, like that. And then we can go through all these again. And then, okay, I want to find, okay, so we go all the way back up here then. All right. I went too far up. Okay, so my apologies, guys. I'm just trying to find the right place. Okay, here we go. And then we'll put another divider right here. Now we can save this. And we'll go all the way down. Okay, so here we are at the very bottom of our list where we have our monuments and our national parks. There's so few here that we can actually better visually see our dividers. All right. So we have our national parks. And then when you focus on the divider with VoiceOver in a list, it'll interpret it as an empty cell, but that is our divider. That's our visual divider. It looks similar on iOS, so if we go to our toolbar and we change the run destination to, say, the 16 Pro Max. All right, we have a successful build. Now our simulator is going to start up and do its thing. All right. And that's a little bit quicker of a boot up time than I would have expected, but that's good for me, I guess. All right. So It's still got to load all of the, everything it needs to load for our application, but usually it takes a little bit longer to get to this point. All right. It does take a little bit. I know I've said that before, but it absolutely does. If you're following along and you're trying to run it in the simulator every time, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so here's our list. We can go all the way down here. Okay, it appears it probably would be better if we added in all of that accessibility stuff, but I don't want to copy and paste it 3 times. So what we can also do is instead we can run it on my phone. All right, phone, if you could unlock. Come on, there you go. There you go, buddy. Okay. Now, I'm going to close out of YouTube here. Because I was on YouTube, and now we've got a video player. So, okay. So, what I'm going to do is, if VoiceOver will cooperate with me, I will screen mirror to the Mac Mini. Alright, so here we are. Alright, so here we are down here at the bottom. We see our monuments, our national parks, and there's our divider right there, right above our heading. So that is what our divider will look like on iOS and iPadOS and VisionOS, because VisionOS, iPadOS, and iOS use very similar user interface components in terms of their look and feel. So with that pretty much does it for this video on dividers. So just a review. A divider is pretty much just exactly what it sounds like. It's a visual divider between sections, list rows, other user interface components, and menu items and menus. So thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.